Hello, guys. It is, oh my God, September 17th. It's Thursday already. How did this happen? It's crazy. I see Ashley. Hey, Frank. Long time no see. I like your new glasses, by the way. Very stylish. I see Phil and Trisha. Hey, Trisha. Healing vibes. Hope everything's going well for you. And all right. So, as you guys probably know, our usual co-pilot buddy is not here tonight. He's been dealing with some helping make arrangements for some folks that he helps. So he will not be in, I don't think at all this week. So we're just gonna keep it pretty chill. And I've got some painting here that I was gonna do. So that was my plan for tonight. Man, I've been busy. I've got some washi samples that are going out tomorrow morning to one of my swapper pals. So fun. Hey, Jennifer. Jim just joined. Hello, everybody. Hey, Jim. I just realized I didn't respond to your note earlier. I'm sorry about that. I literally just saw it. So I have not been, I've been doing crafts and stuff with my kids all evening. So I have not really been on Messenger much. So, um, I'm doing one of these. I'm going to keep painting these little painting sheets that I've got. And I am hell bent on getting these things finished because there are so many of them. And I'm like, I just want these. I'll feel better when they're off my plate. All right. Ah, this is interesting. So an unexpected Russell pop in and Jim is connecting now. So cool. We're going to mix it up tonight. Hey there.
Hey, but Russ just joined.
You know, this might be payback for last Friday when we terrorized him with our comments. Yeah. Oh, he's just saying hi. Well,
It's
hi.
almost about 10.
He was about to come in and start
Hi,
trolling
Russ.
us. Russ, the new
And I
internet
seen Frank.
troll.
Frank was on, and I told Frank that hey, we miss you on our throwdown. You
Yeah,
know,
'cause I saw the other day he's got like these bright red glasses frames. I'm like, those are cool. I want cool glasses. I don't have cool glasses. I have lame glasses, which I don't wear on Throwdown. They're not stylish at all, like his. All right. So, Jim, what have you got over there?
I am coloring. Like I finished the coloring page the other night. And last night me and Jennifer went live, and I started a new coloring page.
Right on. Was this out of the Book of Russell?
Out
That's what
of
we're
the Book
calling
of
it now.
Russell.
Okay. That's what we're calling it now, I guess.
Hi, Frank.
Russ is saying something about babies. What? Now it's my turn to be confused by the
Let's
comments.
see.
Nope, babies. Hint, hint. Babies? I don't know.
Um, Maybe no Beanie Babies.
Yeah. Maybe it's a Beanie Babies reference. I'm not sure. We can't not talk about Beanie Babies on here just because like I
So maybe he watched the episode of you and me the other night.
perhaps. Yeah, I think he's finally gotten caught up. I finally am almost caught up on putting them up on YouTube as well. So I'm bad about it. Like every so often I'll be like, well, I'm like 2 weeks behind on these things, so I guess I'll throw like one or two out there. Bacone Jr. says babies. Um, so I guess there's a new puppet coming into the fold here. I don't know what that means, so I guess we'll just have to guess.
Well, he said Bacone Jr. is Bacone's son.
It's
When
wild. It's wild how these things multiply, isn't it? It's just crazy. Nick's trying to fact check this. Like she's like, Junior has babies? Hold on, let me get my fact checker out here. I got it here somewhere on the table. Oh, it's messy. Ah, here it is. All right. Anyways, I gotta go get some water for my paint set here, so I will be right back. Let me get these little sponges wet, and you guys know how I do this thing. This is to like clean your brush. But weirdly enough, when I first bought these, they were like bright yellow, and now they're like gray. So the watercolors doesn't wash out of this too well. But um, Nick is all about the stuffed animals, and Russ is hinting about babies for tomorrow's postcard challenge. So I can't freaking wait. I want to see what it
Oh,
is.
okay.
Can't wait, dude.
Right. I'm curious too.
Yeah, Russ has got us all captivated with his suggestions. Man, I can't talk tonight. All right. By the way, that pie that I made the other night
So this
was
is the page that
terrible.
I'm coloring tonight.
Oh yeah, let's see it.
Can you see it?
Somewhat. It looks like is it a longhorn beetle?
Yeah, it looks like some sort of moth.
Oh, cool. It's like one of those Silence of the Lambs moths. Is that what that is, Russell? I would love to know sometime the inspiration that he had for some of these pages in that book. Why? Nick's asking me why. Why? Why what? Good night, Russell. Yeah, we pooped him out too early. Uh, oh, the pie. The pie was very like tart. It was supposed to be a sweet cherry, and it turned out to be like a mostly sour, not quite very sweet pie. And I guess I should have known that because I like used a can opener and I was lazy, so I didn't make my pie filling. I just used like 2 cans of filling. But I guess you're supposed to add sugar, but I didn't. And it turned out it was very mediocre and almost too tart for my taste. I'm like, no, I'm a sugar junkie. I must have sweet. So didn't turn out that well. All right, I'm going to point down just a bit here so you guys can see my palette. Nick's like, I would have crushed that pie. You know, it's weird. The kids were waking me up extra early the last couple of mornings and they're like, hey, you know that pie? I'm like, yes. Like, can we have some pie for breakfast? And I'm like, you really want it? I guess. They loved it. I'm just like, it's okay. It wasn't that great.
So how are they doing with online school?
Uh, Do you want my rant now or later in this hour?
Just get it out of the way.
Just get it out of my system. All right, I'm going to point up. F this noise, okay? F this noise with remote schooling. It is not conducive to learning. And let me tell you guys why. I don't know why I'm ranting, but I'm going to rant. I need the catharsis. So they took our school district and they broke them up and they're like, your class is like 22 people large, so we're going to break you up into two groups. We're going to call them cohorts. I'm like, well, call them whatever. I don't care. There'll be cohort A of 11 children and cohort B of 11 children. Okay. And then they're like, and also there's group C. Group C has the option to be fully remote. I'm like, you know what? If people feel the need to do that and they have to do that or they want to do that, like by all means, yo, this is public education. You get what you get, and you pick your poison because none of these options are great. But okay, so fine. So we did that, and the kids picked. They wanted to be in one of the cohorts, one of the two groups that goes in the classroom. So now what they're doing is Monday and Tuesday, one group goes. Wednesday is remote for everybody. And then Thursday and Friday is the other live group that goes into the classroom. What we didn't realize was that the kids that were on their off day, so my kids go Monday, Tuesday, and then the other group goes like Thursday, Friday. Okay, whatever. But we started school yesterday, so everybody was remote. So the kids did like some short assignments, which it was like draw a picture, write your name, color in the block letters of your name. What did you do during the summer? how do you feel about going back to school? It was just like this cheesy, like, how do you feel stuff. I'm like, shouldn't they be learning math or something? Like, why are we doing these feelings things? Okay. So first day, whatever, first grade, fifth grade, whatever. So then fast forward to this morning, and both of my kids were supposed to be doing their remote work while the other group is in person at the classroom. Only nobody could get on to the apps. Like, the teacher made an assignment, and it was like the first graders were like just supposed to go on to this app, and my husband's like, so the first graders aren't going to be able to read a spreadsheet that delineates their day and like shows them their tasks. So where's the teacher guidance in all of this? Like, why are we paying tax dollars for this? Sorry, it's awful. It's awful. It's a very unimpressive structure. Like, it's not conducive to learning. I feel really bad for the kids that are going to get like left behind. Some kids are going to fall through the cracks on this for sure, because not every kid has the luxury of having a parent at home partially or being able to be with them full time to help them get onto the apps, to help them navigate through the assignments. There's no one there to answer their questions. So it's like, well, okay. But honestly, I don't, it's like the definition of insanity. The school district's like, yeah, remote learning last year, it was really hard. I'm like, yeah, it was. And now they're expecting it to be different or better somehow. And I'm just like, I'm to the point where I'm like, yo, just open this shit back up. Put kids back in the classroom. Like, this is no way to learn. And I see it firsthand. I think it is definitely all this remoteness is taking a toll on kids because it's not how they learn. It's not how they socialize. It's not how they function. It's unnatural to how they like, how they grasp subjects, and they learn through experience and hands-on and socializing, and they got none of that. So I am pissed. I am pissed by how this whole thing is going down. So I'm going to give it a week, let everything settle, let the dust settle, because I realize it's new for a lot of them. But um, I'm about to raise hell and like start being an
Right.
angry letter writer again, as I sometimes do. So yeah, it was a shit show, to be totally honest. It
Because
was not
you
good.
know the teachers are learning as they go too. It's
Yeah,
like
like
it's
no
new
one.
for everybody.
But see, what's kind of funny about this, the teachers don't really seem to have their act together. And I'm like, okay, you guys had 2 weeks of in-person training at the very beginning of the year before the kids were even allowed to come back. I'm like, what were you all doing for 2 weeks? Like, what's, what material were you actually covering that's going to benefit the students? I don't know. I,
Right.
I never thought I'd become one of those people, but I think I'm become one of those parents that just complains about everything. I used to be very easygoing on this stuff, but not so much this year. Yeah. So that's my rant. It doesn't work. Remote sucks. It's boring. It's not engaging for kids. Technologically, the teachers are not well equipped to deal with that. Like, for my older daughter, for one of her assignments, it was stupid. It was like, okay, here's a Google slide deck, and then every all the kids, it was like the teacher's copy, and there were really no instructions, so all the kids were trying to alter the same slide deck. I'm like, you do realize you guys are supposed to make a copy of this and make your own copy so you can answer the questions. Yeah, shit show, total shit show. Anyway, that's my rant.
Well, I hope it gets better for your kids.
Yeah, I mean, I think time will tell. I've lost all patience with like everything. Like I said, I'm becoming that parent. I never thought I would see the day, but here I am. I'm becoming that parent that like writes angry letters to the school board and like flames the superintendent with phone calls like the shit is broken. Never thought I'd see the day, but here we are. Yeah. But the sad thing is the kids that are fully remote, I'm like, they're not getting any kind of support. So I'm like, if you look at education as a public good or like, a service to the public that we're all paying taxes for, like not everybody is getting a consistent experience with it, which theoretically is a bad thing.
How do your kids like the days that they go into school?
We haven't done that yet.
Oh,
I think
okay.
they're going to love it. They go back on Monday, in person, and for now, they're just trying to muddle through their like assignments that they gave them for this week. But the workload was very light. They're like, "We're done," and it was, you know, it only took them. My older daughter only took her like an hour to work through her stuff. So she's like, "Okay, I'm bored. I'm done with all this." And yeah.
Janet has joined.
Hello. Hey, Janet. Yeah, see, this is a one topic. Like, I'm docile for like everything else, but if you get between me and my kids and like their education, I turn into crazy mom. Like, that's to me. I'm like, it's gonna happen. It's happening. And I guess there's like, they have special education programs in our school. Those children are able to be in the classroom for 4 days a week, which I get it. I completely get it. Like the need for socialization and, additional support or whatever their plan requires for them for each individual kid. But I even called up. I'm like, so is there any possibility of having the kids go back, I don't know, 4 days a week if they choose to be in both groups? And they're like, no, sorry, we're only reserving that for our most extreme cases in the special ed group. And I'm like, damn, I tried. I'm like, sorry guys, I tried. If you don't ask, you don't get.
Right.
Damn, I'm gonna when I title this, I'm gonna have to title this Allison's public education rant. Rant. See, this is why I should just talk about Beanie Babies and just shut up and do my art. This is why. That's the why. But my husband was like incensed by this today, and he was even, usually he kind of like, he's very even keel. He was like writing all these angry emails to like the teachers, the principal. I was like, oh, damn, he got upset by this, then it must be pretty bad because he's like a rock. Usually it takes a lot to upset him. He clearly didn't like what he was seeing. So, yup, yup. Jim's like, why did I get her started on this topic? But, we could talk about Beanie Babies or whatever.
I ordered some Halloween postcards today.
Where'd you get them from?
So I have a friend who is a postcard friend of mine, and she just recently started an Etsy shop. And
Ooh,
so, like, she sent me free postcards and check them out. What do you think? And like, she has a lot of food postcards, ice cream, candy, cakes, all kinds of stuff like that.
where do these people
Very
get their
colorful
stock
stuff.
from?
So I am not sure. I know Magda creates her own, with
Nice.
clip art and stuff, So I'm not sure where she's getting her photographs from, but she's having them made for her. And so she had like 10 different, no, maybe 5 or 6 different Halloween postcards, and I bought like a couple each.
Very
So
cool.
yeah, yeah.
That actually reminds me, I gotta get on this. I gotta make more Halloween postcards coming up soon here, peeps.
Right, because
Make
it's
some
the middle
more.
of September,
I
girl.
know,
It's
like
the middle of September.
the clock's ticking, man. I'm getting behind, and I want to say I have like 8 or 9 that I made already, but I just did a bunch of like stamped images and stuff tonight because actually, oh, Pocono Pam, she hasn't been on lately, but Pam, if you're out there and you're listening, thank you for those cling stamps. She sent me all of these cool Halloween cling stamps maybe a couple months ago. And so I started using those and like there's like zombie hands and like a little hand coming up out of a grave. They're super badass and they're awesome. And I just started doing some extra stamped images so I can make more postcards.
Right
So
on.
once this painting thing is done, expect me to be making postcards like maybe next week. So I'm forewarning y'all, it's going to be postcard time soon here.
So Janet works in the school district, and she says there's no socialization when
Yeah.
you have to wear a mask and stay 6 feet apart. She's
Yep.
all, I cry every day.
Oh
Uh,
man, I cry every day, but like it's for like more like existential things that this thing has caused. Like, am I having an existential crisis? Yes, yes, I am. But no, it like that. It just breaks my heart. I try not to talk about it. I try not to focus on it. I'm like la 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 crafts.
all right,
You know.
back to Halloween postcards.
Yes, back to Halloween. That's why we're here.
And so I sent out new coloring stickers to the second batch of people that asked for them from me. Um, so those are on their way.
Very nice.
And in one of my new sticker books, there's a really cool rat sticker. So your envelope has
Dude.
a really cool rat sticker I think you will enjoy.
Oh my God. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That is awesome. And you know, it's kind of funny. Actually, earlier today, I was on a conference call for work and I had my camera on. I popped into my office and I panned away so you could just see the inside of my office with no one there. And so the call was just starting up, and like I put Pepito on my hand, and like I snuck my hand up, and like he kind of like looked up, looked around, looked at the people, opened his mouth and hissed, and then he like slowly descended. It was pure theatrics. It was amazing. And they're like, "Oh my God, that's so something you would do." I'm like, "Yes, yes, it is." And I often do. I often do that. But I'm like, am I
Yeah,
the only 40-something-year-old person that plays with puppets? And they're like, yes, yes, you are. None of us play with puppets. I'm like, okay, it's just me. Like, you should meet my friend Russell. He is like 3 now.
um,
Uh,
Rockabilly Nick, she said she loves her stickers. Thank you.
awesome.
Ashley said that's so nice of you. You know, like we're just a bunch of nice people here on our Throwdown.
Except when I talk about education, then I get mean. But usually I'm quite docile.
You're not mean to us. You're just upset by the situation.
Yeah, it's more like situational stressors. Oh, well. But then I think about something happy and I'm like, yeah, painting. Let's go paint some stuff. Let's go make some stuff, guys. Go
I'll be
put
right
stuff
back.
together. Yeah. And it's like, do I add more detail to this? Or do I get a new page? Maybe get a new page. I'm trying to burn through these. Yeah, this is as good as this is gonna get, I think. There's this one, so it's gonna be more of a pastel look. And then let's see. Oh, someone else just joined. I gotta pop up and say hi. Sarah Valley 74 just joined. Hello. And then Janet says, whoa, I am older than that. Uh, I have lessons with finger puppets, and the kids are mad for them. Awesome. Yeah, so you know
Hi,
what?
Sarah.
Puppets are just universally appealing. I don't care when anybody says, I will never stop playing with Pepito on my videos, ever.
Um, so in one of my sticker books, there's like 2 pages of what would be considered gross stickers, like slime and poop emojis and
Bro
that
stickers. Awesome.
that's where the rat sticker came from. And
Sweet.
then there's another rat sticker, like a rat who just ate a whole bunch of food, also just chilling.
Oh, dude, wait, bring that back up. That's awesome. So even as a kid, that would have been my style of sticker, like gross stuff. Like in the 80s, I was into Mad Balls and like He-Man and, oh, that's awesome. It looks like a rat with like
Like
in a food coma. Yeah,
exactly,
that's my
exactly.
jam right there.
And poop emoji, pink poop emoji, spoiled milk.
That's something
Uh,
my kids would like. They love poop emojis. They're like, "That's so funny." I'm like, "Yes,
um,
yes, it
some
is."
cockroaches, more poop emojis, toilet paper.
Now you're speaking my lingo. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Jennifer's referencing Garbage Pail Kids. P.S. I still have most of my original collection of Garbage Pail Kids. The kicker was I had one pack of Series 1 and it had like Leaky Lindsay and Art Apart. And then I lost the rest of the cards. I don't know what happened to them. I don't know if my mom threw them out. But then I bought some more. And so I have very few Series 1 or Series 2, but I have a lot of 3, a lot of 4, and a lot of 5. And like I have a stack of them like this. I got to find them. I still have them all. So
Oh,
that was my big thing.
yeah, like I think I was a little older. I think my brother had a big collection of Garbage Pail Kids, but I thought they were so funny.
They're
There's
awesome. That
another
and
rat
wacky
sticker.
packages. Those were my favorite too.
So there's a rat with cheese.
Wait. Nick is referencing Trash King. Is there a sticker that says Trash King?
There is a sticker that says Trash King.
Can we please put that on a postcard and put like pictures of garbage around it? Can we send it to someone just as a joke? I
So
nominate Russ. Let's just send Russ Beanie Babies in a trash postcard. Just 'cause.
well,
Uh,
now I know that you guys would be happy with some of these gross stickers, especially you, Allison,
I am
and
always
maybe Nick.
down for gross stickers. I don't
Because
I don't do
I looked at
frilly. I don't do frilly.
I looked at this page and I'm all like, who's gonna want poop emoji stickers
I
and
have a couple of
cockroaches?
candidates in
But then
this house that would love poop stickers. So, if you need someone to send them to, send them my way. I'm sure my kids will love them. They'll put them on their laptops and whatnot. Yeah.
when I seen the rat sticker, I'm all right. That has to go to Allison.
Yeah, especially if it's like a really gross looking rat. That's awesome. Awesome. Oh, here's a good one. Welcome to My Mad World. So I guess this is supposed to be a knockoff of like Alice in Wonderland, maybe? Maybe. Phil says
Okay,
Rush can be
looks like
trashy.
Barbie a little bit.
Yeah, this is actually made by this was a Mattel creation. So let's see, I've got this one, I've got one. Trying to get to the bottom of this damn pile. Two, three. Okay. And then these other ones I've painted already. So I've got three more of these to go. Okay. We're going to work through this.
Hey, Phil is here. I didn't know when Phil popped in, but Phil's here.
He was one of the first ones in, actually. Yes, he
Okay.
was.
Hi, Phil.
Hello, Philip. So, yes, time to paint some more. So I guess like I'm really like, really overanalyzing these painting pages now, but these were the rebels. So there's royals. There's two factions here. These are the rebels, and there's other ones that are royals. And I don't. That's all I can tell you. But this one is her. She's a rebel according to this page because it says rebels on it. Hmm.
So Nick said how you love how you use the formal version of everyone's name.
I'm formal. Yup. I'm the only one allowed to call Russ Russell. Well, actually, I don't know that it's I'm allowed. It's just I've done it so much that I think he realizes that I'm just incorrigible and I'll still keep doing that anyway.
So Nick, is Nick short for Nicole? Just curious.
Inquiring minds want to know. Phil says random. Barbie, oh my God. Barbie trading cards. Jennifer, um, I think I still have a couple of my original Barbie stickers. You know, the ones that came with there was like a sticker album that you could buy, and then I forget the name, the company still exists. I forget the name of the company that made it, but yeah, it comes in the book, and then you buy the little packets of stickers, and it's like a blind pack, and then you open them up, and then there's numbers, and you paste it into the book. It's one of those kind of things. It is Nicole. Her dad wanted to name her Nikki, and her mom would not let him. She said, no naming a kid a nickname. So thank God because Nick does not like the name Nikki. Okay, that makes sense.
Okay.
Barbie trading cards are random, Allison. Did you choose to live? I don't. Is it a choice? Or are we randomly put here on this giant marble together? You decide. I don't know. The dad still calls her Nikki, which makes her gag every time. In your hood, cause it's a good school district, or cause why we choose to live where we live. Um,
Oh,
Good school district. It's one of the best ones in the state. So that was originally when we moved here. That was the allure. And I like the location because everything around here is very walkable. It's like sidewalks everywhere. I'm a I'm like a 10-minute walk, 15-minute walk from Starbucks, and there's a Dunkin', and there's a bunch of like little mom and pop coffee shops and restaurants and things like that. So there's that. There's a lot of like conservation land, so there's a lot of trails and stuff. You can get super outdoorsy with it. So, I mean, originally, God, we saved our shekels for like rented for years before we could buy anything. But yeah, I mean, that was that, and between that and the school district, and it's like a very family oriented place. That was the allure. That was why we chose our town. But and they still have like parades, like it's very like, your quintessential Main Street USA kind of a town, which is I like it. So,
so Mail from Nanning has joined.
mail from Nanning.
Um,
Hi.
so he or she, they follow me on Instagram. This is Art Throwdown. We do art. We talk about postcard stickers, all kinds of stuff.
We talk about
We're
everything on
here,
here, man.
everything,
Yeah.
everything. Uh, we hang out here Monday through Friday, uh, 10 o'clock Eastern time.
Darn right. No topic too random. We talk about pretty much everything on here. We really
So
do.
with the Barbie trading cards, I think they were made by Tops, and I don't think
Yes.
Lisa's on tonight, but we could ask if Lisa designed or made those because her career was with Tops trading cards.
Wait. Lisa worked with Tops. Was that the one?
Yeah, that was
Oh,
when we talked about everybody's jobs. That was
yes.
Lisa's job working for Tops.
Oh. All right, she's not on tonight, but just everybody collectively make a note to ask her about the Topps trading cards and see if maybe she has like the original Barbie prototypes. I would scream. That would be so cool. I'm like, could you hook us up with some vintage Barbie? I'm not beneath asking that. I
So
would
Phil
totally ask.
where Phil lives in Beverly Hills, there is no sidewalks,
Huh.
right? Uh, and he's far from everything, but he's an 8-minute drive from the Whiskey and the Roxy, which are famous
Yeah.
rock and roll nightclubs in Hollywood.
Wow. So Nick was and still is a baseball card girl. She didn't know that Barbie cards were a thing. Janet says, Phil, I want to live in your life, heart. Jennifer goes, where we're going, you don't need roads. Oh no. Oh. Yeah, you can like pave your own. Can't you just like blaze your own little trail? Uh, and by the way, just want to make a point here. There is a rat. Can you guys see it? There is a rat in my picture. There he is. It's the Alice in Wonderland, I think Rat in the Teapot rat. So there he is. It's Pepito's cousin.
Right, he's all dressed up in his uniform.
Yeah, that's a pretty dapper looking rat. Hmm. The big question is, does Russell have special outfits for this new puppet he has? Because Bacone he had some accessories, he had some gear originally.
So on his first post, he had Bacone Jr. wearing Bacone's clothes.
Oh, so he's not getting him new clothes?
I'm not saying he isn't, but you know.
It's Russell. Like he does everything extra. I feel like that would be a thing. If you're out there, you better be getting some new clothes for that new pig of yours, man.
I bet he
It's
will.
just the right thing to do. All right, I'm pointing back down here for a second. Back to the Future quote at the end. Oh, Jesus, Phil. And Janet did note, yes, it is also next door to Steve Martin. Oops, turned my light on by accident. That's a good thing. If you like
And then Phil
banjo,
said,
I like banjo.
Phil, Phil said, "Come take my grandmother, please."
No, he said take care of my grandmother. I don't think it was like the physical taking
Okay,
of the grandma. I feel like Phil's grandma is probably a very tough cookie. I don't think she is easily abductable. Just saying. She seems like a very tough gal, very spunky.
for sure.
Hmm. Back to the Future quote at the end, set up for part two. Jennifer, are you going to be dropping some Back to the Future 2 quotes here or something? All right, now my camera's all crazy. Ugh. Okay. Jim, are they playing baseball again near you? Are like the baseball teams? I don't follow sports, so are the baseball teams like playing again live?
Yeah, yeah. It's like this the regular season's like more than halfway over.
Hmm.
So right now, basketball's in the championship round, the Eastern Conference Finals, the Western Conference Finals. Baseball is halfway, more than halfway over before they start the playoffs.
Hmm.
The NFL started last week, and college football has started also. But not all universities are playing college football, but um, more have have like the Big Ten just agreed to start playing again.
Hmm.
A lot of them backed off because of COVID. You know, but yeah, sports are on every night.
Sweet. Now, are you able to like go to a baseball game out there?
No, no. Baseball is 100% no fans.
Wah.
Basketball is in the bubble at Walt Disney World, 100% no fans.
Hmm.
Um, NFL is only two teams are allowing fans, which at like is only like 15% capacity, and you have to wear a mask.
Oh my
Um,
goodness. Huh.
College football looked like they allowed. It seemed like social distancing for everybody except for the student section. The student section was non-social distancing.
Typical. Yeah, sounds about right. Sounds about right. Hmm.
Oh, so Jennifer said, which I thought was true. The quote, "We don't need no roads where we're going," was a Back to the Future quote.
Yeah, I was like, man, that's a very dark quote if you're talking about the city. I was like, whoa. Art Throwdown takes a ominous turn. Sheesh. My older daughter's like, "Can we go back to New York City sometime?" I'm like, "You've never even been there." She's like, "Yeah, but you've been there before." And I'm like, "Yeah." But we had this deal that once she got her braces off, I would take her to New York. We would take the train down, and I would take her to Dylan's Candy Bar, and she could eat gummies to her heart's content. But that didn't happen. So she's like, "Do you think we'll ever go to New York City?" I'm like, "Yeah, someday, just not like
But
right now."
because I think kids would get a big kick out of Times Square. You know,
Yeah.
um, I don't think the kids Toys R Us went out of business. I don't the like that Toys R Us at Times Square was amazing with the ride, like with the giant
I remember that. That thing was off the chain cool. It was awesome.
Ferris wheel inside of that Toys R Us was pretty awesome. FAO Schwartz is probably there. You know, when things open back up, that would be an awesome trip for you and the kids.
Yeah. Yeah, and they're like, "Can we take the train?" I'm like, "I guess." I mean, I used to take that train. I used to work a job down in Newark, New Jersey, and I had to take the train every week for like a year from Boston, Boston South Station, through New York Penn Station, and then through to Newark, their Penn Station, and then walk through the city and go to like my site. But yeah, it's funny because I'm like, you really want to ride the train like for 4 or 5 hours to the city? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, you guys would be bored after 10 minutes of that. Even if we took the Acela, um, like this faster train. I'm like, I don't see how that's gonna work out. But I'm like, yeah, you can dream. Dream on, kid.
Right, because yeah, they like it would be they would be fun for a little while, and then are we there yet? Are we there yet? You know,
Yeah, they're
but
like this. They'll be like, this train is too swayy. It's like swaying too much, or they'd find something. They'd find something wrong with it. Darn kids.
then on the train ride home, they could just fall asleep.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. Yeah, I haven't been to. It's funny. I haven't been to New York City since November of last year. I was at a conference actually down near Times Square, and it's been it's been a while. Hard to believe it's been almost a year.
So Jennifer said she rode the Ferris wheel inside that Toys R Us.
Jealous. Oh my God.
She said the original FAO Schwartz is closed. A new small one opened by Rock Center.
Yeah, that's
Um,
right. They did a pop-up one. Now I remember.
she said she would give you and your kids a tour. I think Russ and her could give you and your kids a tour.
For sure. For sure. Like, I'm just gonna go ahead and invite myself to New York City. I'm just gonna go ahead
No,
and invite
like
myself.
now I want to like I've been in New York City twice. I would love to go back again now that I got friends there, you
Like, it would
know?
actually be fun. Yeah. It would actually be fun with friends. For sure.
So in 2004 my brother was living there. Um And so we took a vacation to go see New York with my brother, and he took us everywhere by subway. And he taught me how to use the subway. I had another friend in Brooklyn, and we met up with her. And he had to go to work for a day, so I was able to take one train, get off, get on another train, make it to Brooklyn, and make it back to his house all on my own. I was so proud.
That is awesome because I feel like I would need some guidance if I was going to take public transit there. I'd be like, I don't know where I'm going. And I would be one of those tourists that like doesn't know where they're going.
Right after so many days of taking the subway, I pretty much learned my way around this line, that line. He took us everywhere. We did Empire State Building, we did Statue of Liberty, and
Oh man.
the World Trade Center. We did all the main tourist spots. We did a Yankees game. We had a really great vacation.
That's awesome. Yeah, I've never been to Statue of Liberty. Um, I've never been to Empire State Building. Trying to think. Yeah, I don't. There's a lot of like I've always wanted to. Isn't there like a tour or something you can get of Ellis Island? Maybe.
Yeah, we did Ellis Island too, also.
And then there's another one that you can get to by tram. Jennifer might know what it is. Is it Roosevelt Island? There's like a tramway that goes. Every time I was in the city, I would be like in a taxi or something, and I'd see it and be like, "Ooh, what's that thing up there?" And never made it to that either. So, yeah, I gotta get on this. There's a lot of places, a lot of touristy things that I've yet to do that I haven't done.
So everybody's all in for this New York City ATD convention.
Okay, yes.
Janet's in, Phil's in. We just got to make it happen once COVID is over.
I think that's the way. I really do. You gotta just show up. I'm like, I know. We can all stay in Russell's craft room together. I'm sure he'd love that.
Oh, so Jennifer said, yeah, an overhead tram like Disneyland.
Yes, yes. I see it each time I'm in the city and I tell myself I'm like next time I'm going to figure out what that thing is and how I use it. How do I get tickets? I don't know. I'm going to figure it out, man.
Both of my parents were born in New York. My dad was from Long Island. My mom was from Brooklyn. All of us, the first four kids in my family, were born in Philadelphia, and we moved to California when I was 5.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I still have a family in Philadelphia, in suburb of Philadelphia.
Got it. Interesting. I did not know that. Did not realize that.
Let's see, we got like 10 minutes left.
Huh, no kidding. All right.
Russell's back.
Wait a minute. See, okay. This is how you know one of our ATDers has FOMO. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that, guys. He's in here. He's in here. Well, Russell, we were just, you weren't here, but we were just talking about the fact that once all this COVID stuff is over, we are all going to be congregating in New York City. And I was telling Jennifer how I have not been to even the Statue of Liberty. I've never been into the Empire State Building. Like I'm a terrible tourist. So there's that tramway thing that goes to Roosevelt Island. Looks kind of interesting. I don't know. But anyway, we are planning a convention for the ATDers once all this COVID crap's over. And I even volunteered you, Russell. Maybe we can stay in your craft room or something. True story.
Yeah, you and Jennifer would be our host and show us all the amazing sights of New York City.
Yes.
Um, I'm in,
Everyone's in. We're
guys.
all like,
I'm in.
let's
Janet's in.
go.
Phil's in. Probably Ashley and Nick are in too.
That's awesome. Like, let's go. Russ says yes, Jennifer and I will be your tour guides. You can show us all of like the cool stuff that people don't usually get to see, when they go to New York as a tourist. The cool stuff. Actually, Russ, the big thing that you missed was my rant about public education and the remote learning, but that was like 45 minutes that I don't think you want to listen in on. So he is in the process of destashing. Ah, he says, if you want anything, just ask. Phil says Eddie might even come to New York City. Jennifer says Grandma is coming to. Yeah, we're all going to stay in Russ's craft room. You'll just have to destash so there's space for all of us. Oh, wait. Nick says stop talking about stealing stuff from Russ. And Ashley goes, oh, I would say it to his face. Oh, God. You guys are spicy tonight.
Russ is all. Maybe we can celebrate her wedding. I think he still wants to marry Phil.
In the wild, that term is the term for that is persistence hunting. You have your prey, and you hunt it, and you hunt it, and you hunt it until you wear it down, and then it agrees. So, you know, persistence hunting. Jennifer's going to a wedding on Sunday. That's cool. I'm like, I didn't know that weddings were like taking place, but hey, that's awesome. Phil is off the chat. I think he ran away, guys. No, I thought he was here. See, there he is. There he is. There he is. He didn't run away.
He's
Uh,
all not happening.
Not happening. He says, nice try, Russell. Just checking on the time. All right, we got like 8 minutes. So, yeah, wish me luck tomorrow with the online learning. I'm going to try and be a good sport about it. But, like, no promises. I'm still going to be that angry person that writes complaint letters. I'm like, my God, I've become my grandmother. My grandma was the one who used to write, like, she would write complaint letters out the yin yang to, like, QVC, the newspaper. I mean, you name it, she would find something to complain about. Russell says, Phil, why did you assume that it was your wedding? Why did you assume that it was you? You.
I said maybe. I brought it. I said maybe. I wasn't saying for sure it was, but I said I think he's still trying to marry Phil.
I'm still trying to get Richard Simmons on here, but I guess we can't all have what we want. One of these days, I will meet my goal. And you guys will be like, oh my God, she actually did it. One of these days. I don't know why you guys would even blame me. Like, I had nothing to do with that.
Right. I'll take the blame.
And he's going to get his own suite, though, at the Ritz. Oh, nice. Were they using, and I assume it wasn't like the Ritz-Carlton, like the super, super swank hotels. Weren't they housing homeless people in some of the hotels in New York? Didn't Russell tell us about this? And now he's talking about looking at stamps. Okay. Okay. Like, where did I hear this? Did I hear this on TV? Did I hear someone talk about this? Why am I thinking about this? I don't know. It's somehow in my stream of consciousness.
Like, so Janet said, I seriously enjoy our time together. That's why I keep coming back, because like it's fun
It's
here. We
fun.
laugh, we have a great time.
As long as I don't talk about public education, everything's going to be just fine, kids. You just don't get me on
So
the topic. And it'll
Russ
be all
said I'm
right.
wearing a Russ said he's wearing a Speedo at his wedding.
Uh, I'm missing comments here. Yes, Phil, I agree. We all love Russell for being wonderful. Is the wedding at the beach? Ah, Russell was the one who was saying there were homeless people in the hotels. I also, when I lived in DC, I used to have this theory that there were homeless people that lived in like the subway tunnel. It's not called the subway, it's called the DC Metro. But I once got into this verbal argument with this chick named Joanna, who I met through a group that I used to do happy hours with. Anyway, Joanna was not a nice person. So Joanna, if you're out there, yeah, I'm not going to say anything. Anyway, but Joanna wasn't nice. She wasn't nice at all. And I went on this like conspiracy theory rant one night, and I was talking about like, how there could be people living in the subway tunnels of the metro. And I'm like, it's possible. Like, there's stairs, there's ladders, like anybody could like go down into the subway tunnel, right? The mole people, right? But it was like the DC version of that. And she was like, "That's so stupid." Like she was in my face about it. She's like, "That's so stupid. That's such a stupid idea. That's not even possible." And I'm like, I'm like, logistically, it is feasible. Like they could take the ladders or the stairs down. They could open up a freaking grate and they could climb in and they could go down there. And I'm like, I am pretty sure that there's people living down in those tunnels. And like yeah, like Ninja Turtle style, but like, more of a survivalist kind of like post-apocalyptic survivalist kind of thing. But anyway, I spent this entire happy hour like just verbally shitposting this girl because she said it wasn't possible. And then I was coming back with all the reasons on why it was. Anyway, um, Russell is talking about his marital status. He was married once to a woman and also was committed to his male partner. So I don't think, Russ, I don't think you want to get married again, huh? Nah. Oh, that's Janet was asking Russell how many times he had been married. And lots of hearts. Lots and lots of hearts. Russell gets all the hearts.
So when I'm co-hosting, I don't have the heart button. The heart button's not here.
Janet's like, I'll never get married again. The heart button is only available if you're in the peanut gallery down there and you're just
Okay.
watching. And I mean that in like endearingly, you guys are awesome, but you're the peanut gallery. Oh, and we got 2 minutes remaining. I just got my little pop up at the top. So
So this is how I progressed tonight.
I can't
Can you
see
see it?
it. No, I can't see.
Let's do it like this. Can you see it now?
I see your wall. Oh, wait. Yes, I see part of it. Yes, I do. Now I see it. Very nice. Very nice. And Nick says this is getting better and better. Now Russ is talking about a coordinated bow tie with his Speedo. That sounds like wedding attire to me. Here's mine. And after this one, I've only got, let's see, I've only got two more paintings to get through. So I'm just going to get through these damn things and get them off my plate. Then I'm going to go back to my postcards. So with 1 minute remaining, Jim, thank you for being my fearless co-pilot tonight. And hope you guys had a good evening. Thank you for sticking with me through my rant. It felt really good. So now I don't have to do it again.
Right.
And
I
you can
will
just
not
fast
bring it
forward
up
through that part.
anytime soon. I work for 2 days and then I'm on vacation for 8 days.
Oh, wow. Are you going anywhere?
I just don't want to go to work for 8 days.
Hey, that sounds like a good plan to me. Have a staycation. Enjoy it.
Right? We'll probably go to San Francisco. We'll do some stuff. We're gonna get the carpet shampooed, but
Wild
it'll be
times,
nice not
man.
to go to
Wild
work for
times. No,
8 days.
that's awesome. Enjoy your time off. And I don't think you'll be here tomorrow night.
I will not.
Okay, so we don't know who it's going to be. So with 5 seconds remaining, have a great night, guys, and we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks, Jim.
Thank you guys.
Bye.